Good day, viewers. Today we are on another segment of OSEEA TV. Now today we have one of the most vigor, virile and strong pillar behind the OSEEA in Nigeria and worldwide. Another person, that the Vice President of OSEEA, in person of Prophet, Pastor, Emeritus, Ibukiki. You are welcome on board, sir. Please, can you introduce yourself to us, your vision and mission of OSEEA, the aim and objective, sir?
Thank you very much. My name is Apostle John Folorunsho Ayebukiki.
You are welcome, sir.
OSEEA was given birth to in the year 2017, precisely September, at Ashenyi Palace, with 100 participants. And on that day, we were able to empower some downtrodden, less privileged, with little amount of money. And today there are testimonies. There was a woman hawking tea. All she needed was just 5,000 naira. And today it's a different story.
That's good.
Today it's no longer hawking tea. Even with that 5,000 naira, today he sells yam flour in bags.
That's fantastic.
So we have testimonies. What of the woman who is a widow that came to our office that she couldn't feed her family, her children, but to the glory of God, she came, we empowered her. She said she wants to learn Marwa. Today she rides Marwa after being empowered. She doesn't go about begging again. And through her, the grant we are expecting today came up through that woman. So much. I can continue to share testimony and testimony.
There won't be any end to it, sir. My name is Atondo Molarewaju, director of OSEEA TV. But today we want to look at other areas, sir. We talk about humanitarian services of OSEEA right from the onset. But today, sir, it has become a very big story. And that story is success story. Sir, what are the aims and objectives of OSEEA? The reason why it was established?
The main objective is to empower the Yoruba race through agriculture. That is the main objective of OSEEA. And one of our objectives, one of our aims is that we want a future for our children. One of our aims is that our fathers that are using hoes and cutlasses today to farm, and at the end of it, when the farm produce comes out, some of this farm produce get wasted. And so we think of agri-processing, that after our farmers, after they have done everything farming, we should be able to help them change every product we should be able to process it. Not only that, we are looking for it. We are believing God that very soon it will no longer be hoes and cutlasses. It will be mechanized farming. So our aims and objectives is to see that there are good roads in the southwest of Nigeria. There is access to good water. There is access to power. Once we have power, we have good water, we have good road, we can put food on our table. We are done. Yoruba race. We discovered that our children, they are coming out of school. They couldn't get job. And so we want to make sure that at least, if not all, some of our children will be able to empower them through agriculture, and it may be through loan, it may be through grants. So some of our aims and objectives is that these our youths, we will empower them. It could be through sports. Everything is in pipeline. So we have so many things on ground. I cannot mention them all.
Thank you very much. Look at this scenario you mentioned, sir. I was thinking that you are going beyond what the whole of the Western region. Probably look at the whole scenario, discover that it's not a matter of a nation alone, a nation within a country. But it seems that the way you are putting things, every people we call the downtrodden become somebody to be reckoned with in society.
Yes.
Sir, what makes you think that industry can be established through OSEEA?
Yes, industry can be established. From the agriculture, when we begin processes, recently we are thinking of, in fact it's on the way, the machinery for processing agricultural products. By the grace of God, the cassava processing plant is an industry.
All right, sir.
That is one.
Yes, sir.
All our mangoes and all our fruits generally, you see, they are wasting.
Yes, lack of storage.
So, but when we have there is a processing plant that is coming on the way, basically for fruit juice. And so we have different plants coming into Nigeria, Southwest, through which our youths, our graduates are coming in, going out every day looking for job, will be able to get them established. And through, by the grace of God, when we have industries. In fact, recently about some days ago, the chairman of all the cotton wool businessmen, he was here before me 3 days ago. So, and you know what cotton wool is all about? Yes. Cotton. Yes. So we'll be able to come back, look at all the clothes that we are wearing. We are trusting God that very, very soon we'll be making our own, what do you call it?
Of recent, so that we are doing training for some people, thousands of people, sir. That training, maybe in expectation of a grant that is coming, sir. Sir, bring about that training. What have you learned from that training so far? Is this ongoing?
Yes, the training is very, very superb. What brought, the idea, what made us to come up with the training program, we discovered that if you give people loan or you give people grants, if they do not know what to do with the money, they will collect the money, right? They may not do anything with it. But as far as agriculture is concerned, if we're able to train people, we discover that when eventually they are empowered and they have the fund will be used on the training, on exactly what they are trained on. And with the knowledge acquired through the training, there are testimonies through the training. There are testimonies. There was somebody who came here, is even one of those who lectured, who said, when one of our resource persons spoke about castor oil, that he had never in his life seen that castor oil is as powerful, as useful, especially for security. You see, to work against marauders. And so he said that if he did not come to this training, there's no way he would have had such a thing. That even if for that alone he has gained.
Thank you very much so far. But sir, I want to look at another scenario. OSEEA, sir. What is OSEEA doing in bringing in our incoming generation and our present generation, young people? They will not think agriculture as a personal experience, but a storybook. I'm going to go to all those schools to inform, to understand them. At the same time, sir, what is the OSEEA doing in terms of bringing the farmer nearest to the people?
Yes, to start from the later. By the grace of God, let me put the two questions together, because it's like the two questions is one. There is a plan going on that by the grace of God, after the training we had, we are coming up with a vocational center. A vocational center where all our youths, the young graduates coming out of schools that are jobless, unemployed, through the vocational school, through the vocational training center, they will be able, they will be trained on one thing or the other. And not only that they will be trained, they will also be empowered, financially. And we are trusting God that if we have that on ground, give it 1 to 3 years. So once they pass through the vocational center, automatically they will be able to set up their own businesses, little. When they are empowered, when but when they have their own businesses, they will not be roaming about. There are no security, secret cultism will reduce. No, by the grace of God, they will be settled and they will be able to have family of their own. They will be able to they'll be able to get something for their own family. They will have future. We have better plans for our children.
From the onset, sir, we can see that OSEEA has a very big plan for not only Nigeria but for the entire world, not only Pepinas to Southwest. Sir, what are you doing to bring OSEEA to the limelight of people?
So many things. By the grace of God, we even thank God for OSEEA TV. We've been looking forward to it. There's a program that is coming up very soon on NTA, OSEEA Media, which I am, by the grace of God, we are planning towards it. In fact, there's a member of OSEEA who is an NTA official. So in a couple of days, you will hear us. They will be able to we'll be able to integrate some programs and we'll be able to orientate the public about what we are doing very, very soon. The public will know what OSEEA doing.
They don't know already, and they are still going to know. But sir, we want to still have some questions. It's plain that the OSEEA are going to buy the products of the farmers and they want to process it to a finished product. Sir, when they do something like farming, people can be trusted, can I be trusted? What are you putting in place to put a monitoring team that will guide this farm so that people will not spend out the money for something else? There are plans towards that?
There are plans. Marketability is very important. One of the problems or one of the challenges of our farmers is that, number one, they do not know how to go processing. Then number two, they do not know how to market their products. So OSEEA is not all that. No, we are only, number one, we want to encourage our farmers. How? By processing their farm produce, we buy it from them. And once they see that there is an organization that is buying it from them, number one, they'll be encouraged to go more into farming. And then number two, they will see, so though even our youths that are running away from farming will be encouraged to go back. They will not see farming as old papa kind of something. Especially when they see that they don't need to carry hoe or carry cutlass. It is machine that will be working for them. All they do is just monitoring it. And they will not do the monitoring alone. To answer your question, OSEEA has a template. So on ground, to monitor everything, to monitor not only processing, not only marketing, even how they know down to the farm. We are going to monitor everything. Everything is on ground by the grace of God.
Thank you very much. I've been speaking to Prophet Ayebokiki, truly, the heart according to his name, Ayebokiki. But at the same time, we mention the young ones. We don't want a situation whereby we will look at most of our children will look at farming or agriculture in the history book. What's the plan by OSEEA to bring this farming process into school curriculum and what to bring about the relationship with the government?
By the grace of God, personally, I know I was trained as an educationist, and my kind of education is a functional education, not just the basic 3 years. So, as a specialist in functional education, we are looking at, there is a plan. Presently, we have 157 acres of land, not far from, just about 30 minutes drive from OSEEA. I mean, from the international headquarters. In that farm, we are having a school by the grace of God for our young ones, for our teenagers, in fact, from the zero age, because the principle and practice of education, adult education, the principle and practice of literacy says that education is from cradle to coffin.
From womb.
Yes.
From womb.
Yes.
Perfecting your child. From the womb.
So having this in mind, so as a functional education specialist, we are trusting God that we are going to bring everything. There's a curriculum that is going on. It's on ground. You see, most of the things we do in Nigeria is paperwork, theory. But we are having OSEEA Technical College in that farm. So OSEEA Technical College is like a
vocational school.
It's like a vocation. I'm trying to know. There's a kind of school in Nigeria already. It's an Greek school owned by Coca-Cola. Something like that. We are going to have it in our farm. That you will come there, you will do theory, but more of practical. So that when you are by the time you are going to stand on your own, by the grace of God, we are turning not only the southwest, the whole Nigeria, we are turning it to be greenish.
That's great, sir. Then another area of education I want to look at OSEEA is that what's the plan of OSEEA in going from primary school, either private or public, to secondary school? Our children will not see yam be plucked from the wall or our tomato be uprooted. What's the plan of OSEEA towards this?
There's everything in place. Like I said, there's a department of education department in OSEEA, which I am heading. So, by the grace of God, we want to see how we can integrate, how we can synergize education and communication. So, visiting schools, there are some, we want to use audiovisual kind of enlightenment, audiovisual, that as they are hearing, they are seeing. At times we will carry them to the farm, even nursery, because like me, I was trained in a village. I was trained in cocoa farm. So, but my own children, they have never been to farm before. So, if you ask them, how do you plant yam? My own daughter my baby, my last born, is studying political science in OAU. If you ask her the processes of planting yam, she may not be able to tell you. She may, in the next 1 or 2 years, she will be graduating as a political scientist. But ask her, come and plant maize. So she doesn't know the process. But if we can start from nursery, school, if we bring this thing, make it audio visual, then from there we carry them maybe on going excursion. It may not be excursion to maybe fantastic places, but take excursion to the farm. We will show them how yam is being planted. We will show them how cocoa is being planted. Such as but I used to be a proprietor of schools for many years, for 30 years. You see, even me, when I want to carry my children to excursion, I rather carry them to inside UL.
Sir, you are talking of bringing them to excursion. What I'm trying to say is that what plans of Grand of OSEEA to visit those schools, teach them how to do gardening, either in a bucket or in a container, and how those things have been planted, and how long they can do so they can have interest in education.
Thank you very much. When I was 1977 precisely, I was a teacher in Petri Gesha. In our school, government school, we used to have a garden. Then we used to have farm, yam, we used to have a vegetable. But today, it's a different thing.
It's gone.
It's gone.
No curriculum. Nothing like that.
In my house then, as a teacher in the 70s, yam, in fact, I don't buy yam. I'm not used to buying maize. Why? Because we had school garden, but today it's a different story. We are trusting God that through OSEEA, these are part of
it.
We are going to reintroduce it, and by the grace of God, it will God will help us to be able to do it, because some of these things are not, they have gone into extinction.
But can you bring it back?
We will revitalize them.
Thank you very much, sir. So we now looking at issues, and you have seen issues on OSEEA, that's ODUA, Socio-Economic Empowerment Association, and one of the pillars behind this association I've been speaking with Prophet Ayebokiki, and you can see the way he analyzed things for us to see, and you can see that we make business, and on the training is still ongoing. And we have been there, we see what is happening, and it's still going on. And he said that the training is not going to be an end to his means, but means to an end. In the sense that after the training, sir, do people expecting the grant that are prayed for?
By the grace of God, immediately after the training,
Yes, sir.
we are trusting God that very, very soon, immediately after the training, the grants will be disbursed.
Sir, on the last note, sir, you've talked so much. There are also lofty ideas, very good one, and you have been doing it for a long time. Sir, we still want to count on you and other strong members and pillars and BOT executive and directors of OSEEA. But sir, how do you want to, will you have any platform or templates in place to sustain this thing so that our children and grandchildren can still hear it to say?
Like I've been saying, you know me as exceptionalist, as a development consultant, or as a community developer. So a community developer believes in sustainability.
Good.
I will never embark on any project, and I will never be part of any project that is not sustainable. And so by the grace of God, with people like us on this project, believe that there's it is ongoing. Not only that it is sustainable, it is God's project. It can never fail.
For our past interviews, I discovered that the BOT and the executive, they have a very good relationship. What can be the secret of this?
Well,
the
secret of relationship is relationship. No other word to it. Listen to me. If you are going to work, the Bible says, can two work together except they be agreed? There should be agreement. Number one is God. Number two, we realize that every one of us, we are men and women of God. Number three, we are not ambitious. We are not over ambitious. We are not all that after money, but we want to serve our generation. We want to serve humanity. And as a result, the only preaching we preach to ourselves is that we should work towards good relationship. We should work towards good relationship. And if you look at it, the BOT is the best.
Thank you very much. I've been talking to Prophet Ayebo Kiki. A very, very interesting interview, sir. If you like to call you upon next time, you will. But what's a party shot for you, sir? A party note. Well, we have just established, we are still working in the process of OSEEA TV. Sir, what will be your support towards making this OSEEA TV and other media within OSEEA a long-standing one?
Thank you very much. OSEEA TV is in fact, it's a welcome development. It's a welcome development, and you are an image maker. And my president and I, we met some weeks ago that one of the things we want to do, in fact, we are thinking so much on it, is to have our own studio.
Good, that's fantastic.
It's only that we work secretly.
Yeah.
So, because by the grace of God, I read, if you come to my library in my house, you will see big books on communication, on broadcasting. I was by the grace of God, OSEEA TV is one of the things that we desire so much, and we have planned so much to have. In fact, this one you have just brought is a stimulator.
Thank you, sir. You know that this one will be watched all over the country, outside of Nigeria, everywhere, and it's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, and other areas. We believe that even your donors, we see it, and we still continue bringing OSEEA programs, abilities, and others into focus. Maybe by Monday we're sending our training again. OSEEA will be there to cover it, to interview some people, and to project it towards the whole world. I believe that with your support, sir, and support all the BOT members and the president, OSEEA TV will be a place the first to take on within Nigeria and outside the space. Thank you very much for your time, sir. So, do you have any advice or parting shot for us before we leave?
Yes, we want to thank you. We want to thank OSEEA TV. In fact, if there is any organization without without an information department, there is no way the people in the world, the people around the world, will really know what is happening. But with this development, we know that OSEEA will be well marketed. And we pray for you that with this new development, very soon, as OSEEA grant comes, one of the first things that we are going to do for you is to have the video and the television administration.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
We are very grateful, sir. I believe this continues to go like that, and we thank God. It's nice talking to you. Dear viewers, I've been chatting all along with our erudite and very fantastic Vice President of OSEEA, Professor Ayebo Kiki. According to his name, the Kiki is going on and do not stop. So at this junction, we want you, until we bring another notable personality of of no mean city to you, it has been Atonlo Olarewaju. Say bye now.